Okie dokie, Boomerette. Here we are. Do you feel better now?
Okie dokie, Boomer.
I feel better now.
No, I don't feel better. I got to tell you. I don't. It's been a hell of a fucking week. It's the hardest week I have done sitting here in front of this camera. And it's because I'm an empath. I sit here and I cry all damn day. I go through the feeds, I watch the videos, and I cry. And then I try to figure out how I'm going to write a show to entertain the audience, to inform the audience, to give my opinion to the audience, to be respectful of the lives that are being lost, to prop up those who are fighting the fight, right? The ones that are really out there slaying it with the commentary and the research. It's tough. It's been a tough week, guys.
Yeah, it has for me too. And I want to reiterate, Saturday Nights, Beauty and Boomer, we try to take a little pressure off of the week because it's been insane this week. Bear with us, guys, because it's going to be hard to interject humor into this show, but we're going to try where we can. But like Shanda says, respect as well. So that's where we're at. I want to shout out the YouTubes. The YouTubes. Extra Bulla says there's no secret show tonight. He's at Comic-Con in New York.
Comic-Con in New York.
Yeah.
We'll have a blast. Oh, my God. If you see Norman Reedus, get me an autograph, please.
Yeah, Comic-Con all the way. And we got Kamshwari Kate is here. Red Angel, JP, he's gone Zionist on us. Is that true?
Yeah.
Bummer. That's bummer.
I can confirm. But here's the thing. That's part of this week being so crazy. We had these alignments that have popped up since COVID and, censorship and so many other issues that we kind of came together with this Trump kind of right. And now a lot of the rights really showing themselves for who they are, right? But it's just one more time that you sit back and go, what the hell are they thinking? I mean, they can see the government screwing them this way, but they can't see the government screwing them this way. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's insane. Popeye the Sailor is in the chat. Snow Leopard, Mastermind Hour. Good to see you. Peace Dove. Peace Dove. We need to be screaming Peace Dove from the top of our lungs.
Oh, yeah.
We've got, let me see who else we got in here. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Grossback is in here. Jax was doing a road trip today. Good to see you, Jax.
Good for Jax.
Yeah.
Get away from the freaking screens, man. It's so hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It is hard. It can be damaging. Viola Detour. Dotier. Hi, V. We say V. Rick.
No, we had a conversation about this. We're shortening it to V.
Rick Solis. Good to see you, Rick. I see you eyes all around. Reefer After Dark is in the house. What's up, Reef Gamer? Good to see you, Gamer. We have, let me see, who else we have? Are you going over to the Finn so you can bring us some?
I am on the Finn, and we got Dingo. Dingo ate me babies over there.
Dingo!
And so it's Crone of Heresy. Crone, I'm going to fix your Patreon card this week, I promise. And Snorky's hanging out over there. Hey, Snorky, I hope you're getting a break from all the hard work you're
Snorky.
up to.
Yeah.
Happy late birthday. Zoxo Voxo Vix is hanging out with Kate and Jim and Popeye. Popeye's over there. And Ronnie Graham says Ronnie Graham's moving to Rumble from now on. So check that out.
That's a good move, Ronnie, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot more people. Rumble's really been picking up the last couple of weeks. I can tell you that. There's 6 watching over on Rumble, including Go Start. Hi, Go Start.
Hi, Go Start. We got Cynic Girl over on the tube. Salty's Digital Dive. What's going on, Salty? We got Shalatsky's over there. Hey, Shalatsky, I haven't seen you in a while, or I haven't seen you in the chat because I'm losing my shit.
Life happens.
Croaky, hey Croaky, what's going on? And I like making all these voice sounds. I'm trying to refine my presence on here. How do I look tonight, Shan? Do I look?
You
okay?
look amazing. I spent 5 minutes digging through Google trying to figure out who you reminded me of, and it is these high power attorney to the stars. I already forgot his name. It was like Tom something. Yeah, something. He reps all the big, if you're in deep trouble, Michael Jackson had him. I think Elaine had him. That's what you remind me of. But he's very powerful. So there you are. Love your tie. It matches me beautifully.
Yeah, that's we're trying to coordinate our attire here. Somebody just requested the Rumble link, and I am going to go get that right now.
Here, I got it.
Say hi to everybody on Kick. Hi, everybody on Kick. Everybody on Kick, everybody on Twitter, and who else? We're on what, 7 platforms, something like that. So
7 platforms.
Pick your favorite platform.
Okay, the Rumble link is in the YouTube chat if you're looking for it. And does Rockfin need it?
I'll give it to it anyway. Yeah, Rockfin over there too.
Rockfin, you're getting it whether you like it or not.
Hey, speaking of that, hey Copeland Morris, good to see you, Jim. I have a request. Any of you who have not followed us over on the Fin, we're only like 15 away from 15,000 followers.
15,000 following Roar. Our little baby Roar is growing up.
So if you can go over there and follow us if you haven't already, just get us to that 15,000 and we're done.
We'll be happy.
We'll be happy. That's it.
We don't need anything more.
I can't. The more accurate numbers just escape me from time to time. So remember, our show is satire, and tonight
something just happened with your mic.
We're gonna. What happened with my mic? Did it go away?
Okay, it got better. It got fuzzy. It's like almost like it got pulled out. Like when you pull a mic out of its thing.
The crazy Oz engineer here is trying to move all around the place. So
Jax with the super chat over on the YouTubes. Jack says, "I've been seriously anxious and I'm having trouble processing what we are witnessing. I'm so angry and I feel hopeless." Jack, you're not alone.
I'm with you, Jax.
I do too. And if I get through this show without bawling my eyes out, I mean, that's all I do. I work, I cry, I know, and I don't know how to process it either. The lack of human decency, the lack of humanity. We're like just bloodthirsty, blood hungry, kill. And I can't believe the amount of people that are like, yeah, we have to do this. And we're going to talk about it. So the way I built the deck is like the first 40 slides tonight. We're going to talk about the hypocrisy and all the bullshit that's going on with this war. And then we're going to get back to like politics and making fun about stupid shit. So we made that last half of the show just let's forget about it for a little bit.
Yeah, let's take a break. Take the pressure off. We're going to start off with, you brought the deck again this week. I've been sitting around here eating Doritos or something.
Well, you did an amazing job on our closer tonight and that opener. So
thank you. And we are having Rock Chronicles tonight, riffs and revelations. So that'll be in the second half of the show. I hope you guys enjoy it.
That's a nice break.
Great little bunch of kids there. So what do you got here, Shanda?
This is a TikTok, and you might recognize the song.
Okay, here we go. Tell me if you hear it.
There once was a land called
I hear it.
Palestine, where Christians, Muslims, and Jews lived fine. In the 1800s, it was ruled by the Ottoman Empire. Meanwhile, a bearded guy founded Zionists for Jews to aspire, a land that becomes their home and safe only for their kind. Then there was World War I that ended when the Allies won, and England was like, hey, this beautiful land is totally mine. Till the name was Palestine, even though it was colonized, and a promise for a Zionist state was made by a man that had no right. Then more and more Jews arrived seeking refuge, and that's alright until their plan to steal the land was no longer to hide. The year was 1948 when Israel bullied its way into a state. Thousands of Palestinians fled their homes to to survive. No right for return, no right for a home, no right to fight for the land that they owned. Israel expanded more and more into an apartheid. Where is your humanity? Where is your respect for dignity? Call it conflict, that's insanity. It's time to change your mind. One day Palestine will be free, so be on the right side of history. You're not anti-Semitic if you stand against war crimes. Don't be brainwashed by the news. Now you can see for yourself the truth. Learn about the story of Palestine.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that sums it up. I mean, that's the story.
That's the story. That's a keeper. I want to hold on to that.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
That was really good. You brought this, which kind of sums up my feeling on all of these assholes.
Don't matter if you're left or right. It doesn't matter. They're all AIPAC. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. The only one I have heard out of all of them has been Ilhan Omar. And she got condemned, and the squad's being condemned forever, even supporting Palestine.
Was it Omar or was it Rashida Tlaib? I'm not sure. I'm confused.
No, it was Ilhan.
It was Ilhan.
Wasn't Rashida? I promise you. I don't know what Rashida said, honestly.
I don't know either. But yeah, you've got all the vampires down there. And I got to say again, Mark Hamill has ruined Star Wars for me forever, by the way.
I had a meme this week that just tore him up, called him like Luke Cuntwalker or something. It was pretty funny.
Honestly, his likes are down. They have to be down. The guy is just...
Well, I got to tell you, I'm a little shocked, though. As being online for the last week, I thought I was going to see a lot more... I'm happy to see the amount of people supporting Palestine in my little echo chamber. That is, anyways, I thought it would be I was a little shocked that maybe a few more people understand what's actually happening than the ones that are just fed the mass media. But stunning State Department meme warns that diplomats can't call for a ceasefire in Gaza. So they're not even allowed to talk. These politicians aren't even allowed to talk about it at the end of the day.
So that's this one right here. Are we looking at the same thing here?
No, it was the last one. We just skipped it. It's all good.
Sorry.
It was just a little meme in the corner.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, and this one is when your first laundromat was your resounding success, you decided to open up a second one. That's exactly.
Well, look at BB playing Mr. Soldier.
Yeah, we have.
He got all dressed up, and we're not going to ever stop till So gross.
Yeah,
just warmongering. 100% warmonger cosplay.
Yeah, you were talking about Brian Mast, that idiot represented in Congress who was wearing the uniform this week.
Oh, I'll bring that on Monday. That broke this afternoon.
That guy's such an
dumbass
asshole. What do we got here?
So, bring us back up for a second. I got to ask you. You're on TikTok, and a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you are on TikTok with us. In my feed all day long, I see people saying that Israel has been attacked this way, and these things have been done, whether it be the beheaded babies or the rave that they shot up. Every video I see is contrary to that. It's coming out of Gaza. It's Gaza's people. The one video I saw of the rave, it was the IDF that was shooting at the frickin' ravers. It wasn't the Hamas.
That's right.
So I'm like, okay, so let me understand this. Mainstream media 100% supports this. 100%. Every single channel, BBC, NBC, CNN, I can list them all. They all support this. But how come I'm not seeing that footage on there? How come I'm not seeing it on Twitter? The ones I see, it's all Gaza.
Yeah, it is. It's they're soft pedaling.
If they had the video, it would be out there.
Yeah.
If they had the actual, so the reporting that we've been getting all goddamn week off of mainstream media has been total shit. Like CNN pretending, throwing themselves in the ditch and rolling around. And the quartering, he made a joke out of it. This is the actual video, but he voiced over it, and it's perfect voiceover. He did a good job.
Yeah, we're getting video through now, Jerry. Now you can see the area is completely deserted, but I want you to get them off the road and get them laid down next to the road, okay? Closer to the road, Jerry. Move them. It looks like you're in the middle of a forest.
Get down. Close.
Okay, Jerry, tell the cameraman to keep Clarissa in shot, okay? It's not the Blair Witch Project.
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
That's it. Perfect. To get nice and close. Get the camera nice and close.
That's the Iron Dome. Okay. That's the
Oh, now
Iron
look
Dome.
around, Jerry. Just look around as if you're in danger. Try and look nice and scared. Yeah, that's it. Catching your breath. Dead scary over here with all the bombs going off and all that.
Guys,
Okay, that's beautiful. That's the money shot. Nice and tight on Clarissa.
That's a money shot. Are you
are you
kidding
seeing
me?
our situation, guys?
Ellie, yes.
Yes.
Can she hear the shells, Jerry? Because they are about 6 miles away.
Can you hear the shells?
Stay down.
Derek, can you boost the volume on those explosions, please?
We have to stay here. We have to stay here.
Oh, and be a darling and patch me through to Clarissa's microphone,
Guys,
please.
come to us.
Clarissa, I need you to stop swearing. You're overdoing it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Now we're getting set up on sound and visual. We should be going live in about 15 seconds. Okay.
Were you guys rolling on this?
Yeah, we're rolling, Clarissa, but we're not live yet. Okay. We can't show the earlier bit because we want people to think you're in danger.
That was a voiceover. It was a spoof, but the actual video was pretty damn pathetic and just like this. And in the meantime, Al Jazeera actually has journalists that are being bombed and killed, and they won't even cover it. They won't even tell people about it.
No, they won't cover it. And if anybody, I have never been in a war zone, but I have talked to people who have, and they're probably just horrified by what we just witnessed from CNN and others, because they said, you know, if you're in a war zone like that, you're peeing your pants. You're scared to death. You think you're going to die. You're shaking.
Yeah.
You're shaking so bad you can't even walk. So once again, this is another.
Well, we all saw the horrific video of the woman that was hit by a shell. And,
she got hit by shrapnel, wasn't it, from an explosion?
Yeah,
It was right up the road.
Yeah, she probably paralyzed her. She was in surgery for 9 hours, and Al Jazeera won't even, say a word about it, won't release, anything about her. Like, oh, it's so gross. So look closely and think carefully about what you're seeing in this picture. A hit. There are more than 2 people in it. Also consider that this is real. This is a real background. Oh, there's a real background to the story. So do you see the woman standing there with their bag?
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing?
We've seen a lot of shots like this.
This is BBC's Jeremy Bowen. He pretends to, he pretends to be on the front lines while a woman looks on, seemingly bemused.
What's she saying? She's asking him what he's doing. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Do you need
she's
help?
like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it looks like she just came from the market. I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
That's the type of propaganda we're seeing everywhere.
Well, yeah, the sensationalize, create fear, sympathy, all of that
But
shit.
it's always been like that, Oz. It's been like that all the way back to the Vietnam War.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had it for radio for World War II, right? Everybody gathered around the radio to get the updates and listen to Roosevelt's powerful speeches. And that's how they propagandized the whole world or the whole country into, we got to go beat the Allies.
Every week during Vietnam, I remember they used to say,
that's what my mom used to say.
5,000 Viet Cong were killed in some province in Vietnam, and then the next week another 2,000 were killed, and all this bullshit from Vietnam, and they were just doing that to try and get the people to say, hey, we're winning this thing, get behind us, we're killing all these bad Vietnamese and everything else. It was all bullshit. And
they're doing the same thing. We've done this over and over and over, and I don't understand why we can't learn what this is.
Yeah,
we know what it is.
You brought a fee says here.
Fee says Palestinians' resistance are basically children who's grown up under occupation and apartheid in an open-air concentration camp. When you're devoid of the essential human right of freedom, you fight to be free or you die. It's really that simple. And I mean, the longer all we've done is in so many ways, we've created this. This is America.
If you're not following Fiorella or Rachel Blevins or
Rachel's
Vanessa Beeley, all of them, you just check the Western media, because they're getting paid by the Israelis and the oligarchs to push propaganda. It's a sad thing. I don't know how those people can sleep at night. You brought this with Anthony Blinken here. What's going on with this?
D-bag. I don't remember what this is. Just play it.
And of course, what separates Israel, the United States, and other democracies when it comes to incredibly difficult situations like this is our respect for international law. And as appropriate, the laws of war.
Just like when you invaded Iraq.
We do everything we can to make sure that in these situations we avoid civilian casualties. That is in direct contrast with Hamas, which uses people as human shields.
Yeah, there it is, human shields again.
Actually,
they've been using
that's one of their propaganda talking points.
They've been using that since 1948. Human shields.
Where they could be harmed. This is very much part of their game plan.
Game plan.
We know that Israel will take all of the precautions that it can, just as we will. And again, that's what separates us from Hamas and terrorist groups that engage in the most heinous kind of activities.
Precautions, blowing up apartment buildings and hospitals. Those are precautions.
Who's actually released hostages? Oh, Hamas has.
Oh my God. Blinken, every time Blinken opens his mouth, you can guarantee he's lying, but that's his job, right? What do we got here?
Oh, and he's a good Pied Piper. So, this has really torn some rifts in indie media and or just clicks in general. So this is Ryan Long, and this is just cute. I don't know. He chooses. Who do you got to choose?
It's been a few days now. I still haven't weighed in on Israel-Palestine. I honestly don't know who to post. Usually it's easy. BLM, bang. Ukraine, bang. COVID, bang. Hey, did you do your Israel-Palestine post yet? I've never missed a stand. So who'd you go with? I look at my phone, I see a lot of Republicans supporting Israel. So I go, maybe stay away from that. Then I see a lot of the people we've been calling Nazis supporting Palestine. But then get this, the people that we've been calling them Nazis with are happy Israel's getting attacked. Riddle me that. But there really is no easy answer here. Did you do your Israel-Palestine post yet?
No.
What does your manager think of that?
I'm retired.
Oh, you don't have representation right now? Obviously, I was at the front lines of getting mad at Kanye West when he was doing the anti-Semitism stuff. Everyone was thanking me for standing up for the Jewish community. So naturally, I'm seeing this happen. I go, okay, we're back with the Jews again. I see Kylie Jenner post for Israel. I think, okay, the word's in. Then boom, she's getting killed on every angle, so it's not Israel. So I start doing a bit more research. I'm seeing queers for Palestine. And generally, you want to be on the side of the queers. If you look at the things, you're not going to get in trouble if you go with what the queers are saying. Then Mia Khalifa, who we obviously support, is posting with the queers. And she's getting fired from her job. The whole reason I'm posting this is to get in better standing with my job. And by the way, I started to see that your silence is noted post popping up, so we're running out of fucking time. If you had to pick, who would you say?
I would stay out of it, like I told you.
But if you kind of have to choose, which is sort of what a situation I feel like I find myself in. But you don't understand, I gotta post to support one of them. I know to you, it might be like, oh, who cares what he thinks? A buddy of mine booked a Geico commercial from his Ukraine TikTok, so it happens. Feels like we like decolonizing. What is decolonizing? Is that just like killing the people? That's literally what I was saying, man. Because normally it's pretty easy.
I don't know what the answer is.
This one's, I just want to post one of the flags and sort of be done with it. It's tougher than you think. I'm getting yelled at if I post Palestine. I'm getting yelled at if I post Israel. It's starting to feel like, if anything, I'm the victim here. I'm looking on the internet. I see Jews for Palestine. I kid you not. Also, I'm watching the parades. We're talking Times Square. Between me and you, when I see a bunch of brown people having a parade, I think it's a pretty safe bet to be on their side. Never failed me before. I mean, people are probably texting each other right now, wondering where my statement is. Israel, though, probably, right? Yeah. For me, it's a little more complicated as a Gentile, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I look at who's getting censored, that's a good place to look, like follow the YouTube warnings. And then I'm looking at UN women, I'm thinking, follow the SNIS, whatever the women say is usually pretty good. They're just posting random shit that has nothing to do with it. Trans lesbians or lesbians. Can I just go with that? Just like a random blanket post. Just be like, hey, lesbos, just so you know, lesbos with dongs are still lesbos. Stop avoiding the dong lesbos. I can't, I feel like it's the wrong move. But you go in Israel or Palestine, you're thinking, no, oldest trick in the book, my friend. I wish I could do the same. Okay, so like if Native people in America took down some girls at Coachella, I'd probably be like with the natives against me, right? Like that seems right. I can talk to my representation for you if you're...
No, it's okay.
Palestine's got to have Jewish people there, right? Like Palestine, isn't that... Am I being messed with here?
I can't even get with it. I mean, it's ironic is what he just did, the whole thing. It's sad.
That was total, in your face. This is how fucking stupid it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Totally stupid.
This bandwagon, support, blind support.
Yeah.
This was just gross. So as soon as they announced that they were going to cut the water off to Gaza, the water, power, and internet off, videos started going up mocking them by showing, look, I have water, I have power.
This guy's an asshole.
This guy's a total asshole.
What a fucker. What a prick. Look at this son of a bitch.
What a loop.
No, it's the music.
Oh, it's the music.
Yeah, it's the music. They've cut the music.
So gross.
You know, I
So gross.
I would almost, but not do it. I would almost cut him out and put all the dead children in Gaza behind this little fucker. And
yeah, green screen that shit and put it behind him. But at the same time, Abby Martin's getting text messages from, Abby spent a month in Gaza. And if you haven't heard her firsthand accounts, you need to go listen to them. She talked about it on Joe Rogan. She's done Empire Files for years. And yeah, Abby was not in the same issue as us when it came to the vax, but this is what message she put out there. I'm scared, Abby. I could feel I could die any second. And she says, I'm so scared for you and your family. What is happening right now? And most of the people have lost power and internet connections, so we don't know where they're going to hit. Entire neighborhoods are being erased. They killed 1,200 so far and destroyed massively. And yet they say they have not even started yet. We know massacres are coming, and we're sure they've got the green light from the U.S. to kill us all. And Abby says, I'm speechless at the genocidal bloodlust we are witnessing. How does the world let this happen? I'm sorry we failed you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And from what I heard today, that Biden's going to send 7,000 troops that direction. What the hell?
Well, we already have a striker group there. Right. And then they sent more ships to back it up. But here's the thing. I knew that fucking striker group was going to be on the move. People being in the military locally, we're getting ready to ship out next week, but we're not allowed to say where we're going, nothing like that, blah, blah, blah. Sure as shit, they're out the same day. I don't know. Almost like it was planned.
We got, I think Daryl says it best here. I used to blame politicians and their owners for the crimes the U.S. commits around the world. Watching how easy it was for them to get millions of our citizens to cheer on genocide of oppressed people has left me know that I was wrong. Let me know that I was wrong. This isn't politicians. It's who we are. And honest to God, Black in the Empire, absolutely right.
It is who we are.
It is who we are. We're not only are we physically ill from being poisoned by all kinds of different things, but we're mentally ill because we've gotten the same kind of poisoning from the propaganda, which is Western media. And it's a sad state of affairs. It truly is. So Jesse Waters.
So this is Jesse Waters saying that Biden's being soft. Biden's backpedaling on this. Are you fucking kidding me? Biden's left the door wide open for Israel to do whatever the fuck they want.
Jesse Waters. Unbelievable.
Israel's plan to deliver swift justice to Hamas terrorists now facing pushback from President Biden. The administration has been saying Israel has a right to defend itself after suffering the worst terror attack in its history. But now America is urging the Israelis to delay ground operations into Gaza while safe passage for the Palestinians is secured.
We're making sure Israel has what it needs to defend itself and respond to these attacks. It's also a priority for me to urgently address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. We can't lose sight of the fact that the overwhelming majority of Palestinians had nothing to do with Hamas and Hamas's appalling attacks.
You think, asshole?
And they're suffering as a result as well.
President Biden, what worries you about a potential Israeli ground invasion into Gaza?
President Biden wants Israel to slow up.
That's the only word he has.
Time's crucial when Hamas is holding 150 hostages. Israeli forces launching targeted raids into Gaza to try to find those captives. Israel also giving 1 million Gazans 24 hours to get out ahead of a massive ground invasion. A Netanyahu spokesman says the country has been making it clear that they don't want to harm any civilians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
The people of Gaza know their
That's why they're
cities.
bombing
They know
the
their
convoys
communities
after they
better
push
than I do,
them.
better than you do. They know where they live. They know where the Hamas strongholds are. They know where the arms depots are. They should move away. They should move away, even if Hamas tells them don't move away. Move away. Stay out of the combat areas. We have no interest in harming you.
Sure.
Please, you have time, not much, but you have time. Move away.
Some Palestinians fleeing Gaza after Israel dropped leaflets telling them to get out while they still can. But Hamas wants Palestinians to stay in the area.
Hamas are telling their people, we're telling the people to move, and the people are not moving. They're saying, don't move. And that's how people get killed. Hamas right now have told their people to stay, not to move. That is part of their cynical methods.
I'm getting the feeling, Judge, that Biden's keeping Israel on a very short leash.
I would have cut it there, but you have to hear this.
Pump the brakes when they haven't
Tell me she's not drunk.
Begun the ground invasion.
Okay, and Biden, it's interesting that, he has the ability to say pump the brakes, given that 29 countries are over there, and most of them have taken out their own citizens, and Biden has.
I swear to God, every time I see her, I think she's drunk, but...
Probably is.
Oh my God. Yeah. They tell them to evacuate. As soon as they start moving, they target the fucking convoys. How many convoys did we see get blown up with civilians today?
I don't know. It was sickening. It was
times.
terrible. And they're boxed in to start with, and then they're trying to
These are
squeeze
war
them.
crimes.
These are war crimes.
100% war crimes.
100%.
They're attacking civilians and saying they're not. You fucking are, and you know you are.
Yep. They sure the hell are. So don't come to me with your Zionist bullshit. Ever. But
the rapture is going to come. If I believe in supporting the annihilation and genocide of Gaza, then God might frickin' beam me up.
And Representative Brian Mast is the only member to serve with both the United States Army and the Israeli Defense Forces. I will always stand by Israel. Tlaib's got her flag. I got my uniform. Global Day of Rage, my ass. Anya Parampel nails it right here.
Anya's been nailing it all week.
Yeah, she has been. Follow her, too. She's got her shit together. Why is it acceptable to wear a foreign military uniform to work in the United States Congress? Well, that should be under the code of ethics. They should not be able to do that, but they're letting them run around in pajamas and jogging shorts now, too. And I am against that, too. I don't care what the problem is.
It's all disgusting. It just goes to show you just how far our government has fallen. It's all cosplay and fucking dumbasses. And we're going to get to that because I brought Fetterman. He's in the fun part of the show.
Oh, my God.
And we got a super chat from Jack. She says, MSDNC got rid of Mehdi Hassan and
Ali Veshi.
I'm so it's so bad that I find myself having to support Mehdi fucking Hassan for offering mild critiques. I agree. I saw it and I was like, oh, I kind of feel bad for him, but I can't stand him. So.
I get it. I get it, Jax. Max Blumenthal, Rashida Tlaib's family is from Palestine. Brian Mast is from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and enlisted as a foreign fighter for the apartheid army of the hashtag of the JSH, and now he's parading through the halls of Congress as an Israeli militant seated on the Foreign Affairs Committee.
He's on the Foreign Affairs Committee.
He should be. I don't know what Congress does, but he should be sanctioned for that, but they never will because they're kissing their ass. Thanks again, Jax. I feel you. I will never support Mehdi Hassan because he's a predator. He's a news predator, obfuscator, and he's an attack dog for MSNBS.
Dan, this is exactly what we said when they came for Alex Jones. Like, you let them start censoring, and Julian Assange, like, they'll come for you. Well, they came for you, fucker. And I hate it, but you allowed it to happen by not calling it out in real time.
Well, yeah, I think what goes around comes around, and I'm not cheering it on that they censored him or they got him out. I just wonder where the concentration camps are going to start being built in the United States for people who are supporting Palestine.
Didn't I call that shit like 3 years ago when we had that freaking Zionist battle royale behind the scenes? You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And
I did call it. I said, it doesn't matter. I'll get thrown in a camp. So this is Kirby. God, what a piece of shit Kirby's been on all this. And so, of course, there's Americans that are being held, and there's Americans there in Israel trying to get out. And this is what he's asked about what America's doing to bring home American citizens.
You know, Kirby was born to fill the role of being a piece of shit, by the way.
Oh, God, yeah. He's class A.
No wonder
he's
Pasta,
straight out of Central Casting.
No wonder Pasta got so mad at me when I refaced him on Kirby. I apologize, Pasta.
Poor Pasta.
Actively exploring and that there's commercial and ground options, John, but Fiji, Hungary, and South Korea have already used airlines to evacuate people out. Canada and Germany have announced evacuation flights in the coming days. So how is it that we are seemingly behind several countries on this front?
I think I would take issue with you that we're behind anybody here. We have been exploring options and continue to do that. And I would just say stay tuned. I think we'll have more to say very soon about what some of those options are going to look like.
Stay tuned.
Imagine that.
Stay
all
tuned
these
with its
other
official
countries,
statement.
even Canada, they're having private flights, maybe military flights, all this to get their people out of this situation. But when you ask this phony, false, ridiculous, corrupt administration, what do they tell you? We're looking at other situations and all that. Unbelievable. I wonder if Zelensky, what if Zelensky was stuck there? Could you imagine? They would have stealth bombers, all this stuff, all these crazy, like the Ospreys, all these invisible planes, teleportation device. They would have everything to get him airlifted out safely with all these people with Gatling guns ready to defend him. But no, if there's American citizens stuck there, we don't know. We're evaluating other routes and all, but there's viable, ground routes. You can still go out of the airport even though there's a tax right near it. These people show you exactly who they are, and people will line up and clap for them when they make some kind of statement. They completely put America last. Go ask the families of the 13 soldiers in Kabul. Go ask them how they feel that they put their families first.
He actually said, what did he say? Oh, shit, I just lost it. He said something so fucking stupid. Oh, they could escape through Egypt.
Egypt's blocked them out.
Like, what are you talking about? Obviously, you're not keeping up on the news because Egypt ain't letting nobody in.
Oh, my God. You brought this. I put the war criminal on Bibi. I take full credit for that.
Bibi is a freaking war criminal, and they even called him a criminal. Remember when they were like trying him? We were like, oh gosh, there's going to be hell for Israel. No, he's back with freaking superpowers. Let's see. Here are the CEOs and investors who want Harvard to release the name of students blaming Israel for Hamas's attack so they can avoid hiring them. So yes, a bunch of Harvard students signed a letter. And now there's a bunch of places failing or refusing to hire them. And that's a big deal. You and I just got done watching Suits, right? Yeah. I remember they had the whole Harvard, like you wanted to get hired by that law firm. So it could affect people's lives. But we told you this was coming when they put a BDS clause into a FEMA loan in 2017.
Yeah. BDS is, and I brought that to a meeting. I said, we need to raise hell about this. And
it's crazy.
All I got from a room full of Democrats, they didn't care. They had a blank face. I had one asshole that said, "Why?" And I just looked at him and I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Because we're a free country and you're supposed to be able to choose your own freaking religion, not have a freaking loan application tell you're not allowed to support it.
That's how dumb the son of a bitch was that said that.
Oh my gosh,
and I usually don't use that term, but he really was. He was something special. You got another super chat over there from the man of talk.
Mana Talk's in the house. Hey, Jimmy, what's up? Let's see. From Ukraine, Russia, money laundering scams to Hamas, Israel, money laundering scams. Ugh. I know. I hear you.
It's all
freaking.
It's all about the money, power, and everybody else's stuff. They want everybody else's stuff.
And the depopulation agenda.
That's
a part of it.
I think I've already signed up for that. What is this? What the hell is this?
Ex-CIA analyst confirms the U.S. is supplying weapons to both sides of Israel-Hamas war. Oh, imagine that. Wouldn't guess that ever. Oh, and it's fact checked, so you know it's real. Let's blow up the fucking world, man. Yeah, you're working on it.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
sure the hell is. You know, whatever. What is this? You've got this.
Okay, well, I'm working on a much bigger conspiracy, but I'm not ready to put it out there. You and I kind of talked about it in the green room.
Monday.
I'll start
You
bringing
bring
it Monday and this week. But this is, our recruitment numbers for the United States military is way down. We've covered it multiple times in the last year or two. And this is just an American. I got this from INN, doing great work over there. Thank you, guys. And yeah, great point.
Here we go.
Failures that are labeled as intelligence failures, when you really look at it, are in fact failures of imagination.
I think it's basically
this was
a failure of imagination. We never believed that Hamas had the capability to do this, and so we misinterpreted.
Damn it, Shandy, you're supposed to cover up their
There
watermark.
are so many painful questions facing Israel right now about what everyone accepts is a massive failure, be it a intelligence failure, a military failure, be it really, Nicole, a failure of imagination.
It was dismissed as unlikely to happen. I think there were breakdowns on multiple fronts where our failure of imagination.
I think Hamas got smarter in terms of preempting cyber and satellite monitoring by the Israelis. But I think the broader problem is a failure of imagination.
Settler movement was too focused
failure
on
of
the West
imagination.
Bank, militants in the West Bank, and that it was a concentration of resources on the wrong part of the country and a failure of imagination, that a certain arrogance that they just didn't think
failure
Hamas would be able
of
to do
imagination
something like this. Talk to me about the intelligence breakdown and what Israel was saying about their inability to see this coming.
Yeah, Katie, that's right. Not just a breakdown, but a total massive catastrophic failure is how it's being seen in Western capitals. I spoke with John Brennan yesterday, and he talked about not only just kind of a failure of intelligence, but also a failure
You can kill
of
it whenever you
something
want.
our colleague Raf Sanchez has been talking about as well in the last 24 hours.
I think we get the point. It's just
failure of imagination.
It's
That is
scripted shit.
Yeah. Totally. And it just keeps going. It just reel after reel, station from station. Talking points, they're out there, and
It's
that's their
all
one. Why did
scripted.
this happen? It was a failure of imagination. They never thought in their wildest dreams that an oppressed people that they've been killing their children for freaking 60 years would ever rise up.
We all know, everybody in the chat knows, we've been propagandized since birth, and it continues, and it's sick. You brought this one. I think this meme's right on.
Well, I thought that we have to talk about the USS Liberty since we are here. So, U.S. Navy, we're deploying ships as a show of support for Israel. Sailors who know about the USS Liberty. Yeah.
Oh, God. And then you've got this. Is this the USS
Well,
Liberty?
I brought this because, this is one of those conspiracies that's been out there for many years, who actually attacked the USS Liberty. The sailors on board say it was Israel.
Does this have audio?
Yeah.
My name is Wayne Stiles. I was the co-pilot on the first rescue helicopter to reach the USS Liberty on the morning of June 9th. We had flown from the USS American. When we arrived at the ship that morning, there was no place to land. The ship was so destroyed that we had to hover at 25 feet and bring wounded up on the hoist cable. So we sent a crewman down to be on deck and to make sure they got into the apparatus correctly, and then we brought them up to the helicopter and they evacuated them back to the USS America. While I was hovering, I was watching the instruments for the pilot, and also watching, because the hoist was right outside of my window on the helicopter, and in the forward gun tub where there was a machine gun's emplacement, blood was sloshing back and forth in the bottom of that. And I later learned from our crewman back at the America that he had been told that 2 or 3, I don't remember which, 2 or 3 crews had been machine gunned to death trying to man that 50 caliber and fight back against the Israelis. So it was quite a shocking day for me, being a little farm boy from Western Connecticut. The bridge of the ship was completely gone. There was just holes everywhere, all over the ship. So it was quite a shock. And we completed our mission, and there was another helicopter squadron aboard, they had larger helicopters than us. They were the anti-submarine warfare helicopters, and they figured they could carry a lot more people per trip than we did. So they kind of took over the evacuation in the afternoon. So that's what.
So you're going to get an eyewitness account, and they're going to say he was lying because that's what they're going to say. But he
was there.
I can't.
But they've always, this has always been one of those far out there conspiracies. If you even talk about it, just like 9/11, right? Now, see, this one looked just like that one that I set up wrong. That's why I did it. They looked exactly the same. Anyways, this is about the draft. I set it up on the wrong slide.
It's all right.
It's all good. It happens.
You're fired.
Okay. Promise.
Let me get this right. You want to pass a law to draft my daughter to send to another one of your foreign fucking wars for something you created so your arms manufacturers can make more money for your banker friends. Did I get that fucking solid right or not?
Oh, this is a
Now,
keeper.
wrong, elephant breath. My daughter will not be joining the military any way, shape, or form unless it's to fight this fucking war that this government has started against its people. See how simple that is? The very fact that you don't understand the societal fucking rules about women and children, let me school you a little bit. Now, the fact of the matter is you can't make your fucking recruitment numbers because your recruiters told so many lies like, oh, yes, you get the condo on the beach when you join up. Oh, you get to start here, but we're going to switch you to what you really want later. And the biggest boner up the ass, the VA will take care of you if you got hurt. Hey, the reason you can't meet the recruitment goals is because these young men have already voted with their fucking feet. They're not going to fucking fight. And the fact that you think you're going to get the women to fight, let me put it to you this way. It was one thing when you oppressed us with unbelievable fucking taxes. One thing, because we were living in nice homes and still eating pretty good. It's another thing when you spied on us to the degree that you did and made us realize that we don't have any freedom. It's another thing when you not only wrecked the fucking economy, but you fucking did it in such a way where you spent so much fucking money that went to special interest groups that the people never had a chance to benefit from it. And now, when you have people that are homeless eating canned goods out of the back of their fucking car, you know what? They may do that for themselves, but their kids are not going to go through that. Motherfucker, you're going to find out what people will do for their fucking children. You protect women and children because it's a societal norm. It has nothing to do with being sexist or unequal in any way. The fact is, you should always protect people that are weaker themselves and always stand up for the right fucking thing. And the right fucking thing here is, if my daughter is going to be in a war, she's not going to have to go to a fucking foreign country to fight it. Fuck your taxes, fuck your withholding, fuck your FEMA, fuck your IRS, fuck you, fuck your corrupt Congress, fuck your corrupt presidents, fuck your entire election process. You know, I could go on forever, but let's face it, the world's not going to live that long before a fucking meteor solves a problem for us. So, fuck you. And if anybody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know what you can do. If you do like what I'm saying, give me a hell yeah in the comments, because our women aren't going to fight a fucking war for some corrupt fucking government.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what his political ideology is, but
I'm sure.
He's speaking to both.
I don't disagree with anything that he said. So
he's speaking to
I don't care what his political ideology is.
He's speaking to the duopoly right there. And that's exactly right. And I think he should get an award for all the F words he threw in there. So.
Yeah, he did. He did hit that level, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a good job.
I still hold that record, though. I promise.
What do you got here?
When you literally hear the pen stroke on the check being written to someone else.
What is this? A 5-second video?
This is the BBC. Somebody went in there and painted their lobby red because they have blood on their hands.
And yeah, BBC does, and they're
fuck you deserve it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, you go.
Huge on censorship over there too. So they're hand in hand with the Western media. They're part of the Western media. So yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Oh, this next one's gonna fire you up. So I had to bring cream of bullshit up here so we could get that kind of out of the way so we can have fun and the laughs half of the show. But this one will fire you up. This is Cornel West on Fox News this week, hanging out with Alan Dershowitz. Of all fucking people.
Yeah.
Dershowitz, yeah.
I think I've seen some clips of this, and I wanted to punch Dershowitz. So here we go.
When don't I want to punch
Would
him?
you allow the killing of Americans to continue, or would you go and get the terrorists, even if it meant possibly collateral damage on Palestinians? What would you do?
I'll tell you exactly what I would do. First, truth and morality tend to be two casualties in any context of war. I would want to tell the American people the truth. I would tell them what the context is, how we found ourselves in this situation. I would not jump for a military invasion and a genocidal attack on a
genocidal attack
on Gaza.
No,
It's not a genocidal where are they supposed to go?
When you're
where are they
killing
supposed to
terrorists.
go? Bro, this is like Warsaw, 1943. Where do they go?
Yep. Where do they go?
I agree.
Let me tell you where they go. They go to the UN. UN is
killing
Gaza
to
they
Geneva?
go.
They kill the UN people.
The UN has places in Gaza. They go to the Rafah crossing.
UN people have been killed in the last few days.
They killed 11 UN staffers.
They
did kill a bunch of UN staffers.
Gaza
Exactly.
City is very dense. But Gaza itself, the Gaza Strip, there's lots of room. The Israelis have said, get out
There's
of Gaza
lots of
City.
room.
Go to Rafah. Go to
There's lots of room.
Go to other places.
God, this guy's
and you know what Hamas
worthless.
is
No
saying?
water, no
Wait
food,
a minute.
no electricity,
You know what
all in
Hamas
the
is
dark.
saying?
Get your finger
Hamas
out
is
of his
saying,
face,
don't go.
asshole.
I'm not here to defend Hamas.
Well, you are
No, I'm not defending Hamas.
Wait a minute.
Don't you ever lie on me like that, brother.
Ooh,
I'm defending
Cornell, get a
the
little
suffering
mad.
of Palestinians.
I want to hear
Hamas itself committing war crimes.
I want to hear you say.
Anybody who commits war crimes are barbaric.
See, he's trying to put words in
I'm
his
saying that
mouth. This is
explicitly.
how they
I want
do
you
it.
to say, if the Israeli Defense Forces are killing children, are they barbaric too?
No.
Yes.
Because
they are.
They are.
Target children.
Yes. Have they ever targeted children? They have
absolutely
never
never
You
in
lying
the
piece of
history
shit.
have they ever targeted a child
You got to get off the
deliberately.
crack pipe, man. Please.
No, they have
Please.
never
You don't
targeted
think
a
they
child.
killed one innocent
Not
person?
purposely.
Since
No.
1948?
No, not
Are they that
purposely.
pure? Are they that
You don't have to be
pristine?
very
Come
pure
on, brother.
not to kill a
Please.
child. Not to kill a child.
They're pure.
They killed
Shanda, they're
550
pure.
let me show
Because they're being used as human shields.
Let me show
There it is
something.
again.
There's that line again.
I'm about to show
asshole. Jesus Christ, Dushowitz. Can't stand him.
Oh my gosh, I know. Why would Cornell even take that on? I don't know.
Well, he's running for president, so exposure and, to sit there. I don't know how he can listen to that guy lie. Just lie. It's horrible.
Well, and the talking points. Oh, they use them for human shields. We don't want to kill them, but we do because they're a shield.
They want to take their property. This is all to push more property. It's all about land over there. So, and murder, of course. And you brought MSN.
Yeah, I love the crack by Kwame. I was like, yeah, go for it, Cornell.
Is this the
get off the crack pipe?
Yeah, it was a great comment.
This is just a short clip of them dropping the leaflets. They flyered.
The military has ordered a large-scale evacuation of the entire northern half of Gaza within 24 hours. A clear sign that potential ground invasion is imminent. Israel dropping leaflets seen here over Gaza, warning the just over 1 million civilians of the area to leave immediately.
And go where?
That makes it right. Dropping leaflets.
Yeah, we dropped leaflets, so
they were
our
warned.
our hands are clean.
We were warned.
Them.
Now we can go mow the lawn.
This is such a Nazi move. Oh my God, straight out of Hitler's playbook.
Are we out of this finally?
We got like 4 more to go. Let's keep going. We're almost through it. This one freaking gave me the worst blood pressure. Oh my gosh. If I could have reached through the screen. Robbie Swabby.
Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just
okay. Whatever you want.
You guys have seen it all over the place, but I did upscale it, so it is a little bit better here.
To make the case for why Hamas's acts are horrible and tragic, there is still this embellishment, and I believe it is rooted in a desire to strip humanity from the people of Palestine and justify doing what Max Miller and a number of other officials in the Israeli government have said.
Max Miller is an obscure Republican official. It does not matter what he says.
So every leftist, wait a minute, Robbie, every leftist in America was asked to apologize for some random protest.
They should apologize. They should apologize for their endorsement of terrorist attacks on innocent Israeli civilians, just as I am outraged by the retaliatory actions that are killing innocent Palestinian children everywhere. I care about both of these things and have said I care about both of these things over and over again. It is you and the idiotic leftist, terrorist sympathizing people who
Get your
do
words,
not care
Robbie.
about the dead Israelis. They don't.
So I'm a terrorist.
And they've said it over and over again. Black Lives Matter has said it. The Harvard students have said it. The DSA in various locations have said it.
Oh,
the
not
left
the DSA.
endorses what Hamas did. They do. They endorse it.
The Harvard newspaper said exactly what the editorial page of Israel's major newspaper said.
I don't give a Brianna.
Okay, well, that's clear.
You should be
that that's
fired
your
for that
opinion,
shit.
But the Israeli voices in Israel who are getting killed because their fascist right-wing government decides to keep 2.3
The Israelis are getting killed
people.
because a terrorist group targeted them. And they bear responsibility for what they did.
Well, Robbie, if you think you know more than Israelis in Israel, then you can feel free to have your position.
Ooh.
The position of Israelis who are the ones that are being victimized by this terrorism is that the fact of stripping the rights of 2.3 million people in an apartheid state on their border are conditions
Justify terrorist attacks on civilians in those towns.
Do you think that justifies terrorist attacks?
No.
Is there any justification of any attacks on civilians? There's no such thing.
No, there's no such thing. And I would love to have him in an open forum because he'd go out of there bald after I got done.
I want to see Dan Cohen tear him to the ground.
Oh, Dan Cohen would
Max Blumenthal.
God, they would just eat that little
Scott Ritter
fucker for breakfast. Oh, my God. It would be ridiculous. It
would be.
And yes, he should be reprimanded for that outburst. And it was cosplay on his part, but man, was it stinky. Gotta tell you.
It was gross.
And here's Sabby says, Israel hit three convoys of Palestinians trying to escape. For the people who keep saying they need to leave, as mentioned last night, they're not letting them leave. They are trapped. MSNBS, thanks for this, but you're still a State Department mouthpiece. And that's what MSNBS is. I changed the acronym because it's more accurate when I say it. But yeah, Sabby just verified what we said earlier in the show. It's absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you, Sabby. You are on the right side of this, and we appreciate that along with everybody else. I don't know how that's going to help, but whatever. You brought this Powerball?
Yeah. Winner of a $2.4 billion Powerball jackpot announced after a technical glitch. That kind of looks like Zelensky, doesn't it?
Kind of does.
Kind of does. And claims Iran wants to wipe Israel off the map, is currently wiping Palestine off the map.
Yeah, it's incredible. The hypocrisy and the gross atrocity that these two assholes are committing is just it's unconscionable. You brought a Scott Ritter. Speaking of Scott Ritter,
what do I do with my glasses? You go ahead and read it. I can't find my glasses.
Okay, there's nothing Israel can do to prevent the missile from hitting its intended target. Period. This is why de-escalation is so important. Every pro-Israel voice calling for revenge is only sealing the fate of the land and the people they claim to live. The best way to win a war with Iran is not to start one in the first place. The outcome will be so much better for all involved. That sounds like a cool head speaking there, don't you think?
You think? Yeah, he was a former weapons inspector who, told the truth, so they smeared him.
You put that graphic in the lower corner today, and I had it in the deck too. So yeah.
Well, it's appropriate.
It is appropriate. It was very
America.
Appropriate.
Those are our freaking weapons.
Yeah,
we know it.
Sure the hell are, and this is not going to end well for anybody. And I would be in fear for my life if I was in Israel, because one of these days the revenge is going to be on the other foot, and that's going to be horrible, horrible. What do you got?
It'll start an all-out nuclear war. Are you kidding? Yeah. France announces 5-year prison sentence for sympathizers of Hamas or the Islamic Jihad.
And that's the media. That's exactly what they do. This is a great meme you put in here. They will crop it. They will take it out of context. They've been doing it for decades. I really got ramped up back in the 90s when they switched from news to entertainment. And we can thank the likes of CBS, remember what's his name, that asshole that used to work, Moonves, Les Moonves. God, what a piece of garbage. It's good for business, and that's what they do. So
you know what? We've got a Super Ray. I'm sorry, Rockfin. I want to go check the Super Rays. Oh, we got a bunch. Kate's over there, Copeland Morris, and Ronnie Graham. Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't have it wasn't scrolling right. Let's see. Kate says, it's totally fucked with my soul that Hartman is selling genocide. I guess he's afraid to end up like Phil Donahue.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, I think he is. He wants to sell more books and get richer.
We caught him we smelled him out a couple of years ago, Kate, but we fell for it too. We did for a while.
I've got a couple of his books on my shelf here.
Me too. I fucking was so excited to order his book and read it all the way across. Yeah, no, I get it. Mm-hmm. Copeland Morris says, may the madness end. Enough with the empire's obsessions. Yes. Oh my God, we get obsessed with this shit. And Ronnie Grimm, FYI, if you support Beauty and the Boomer, post Rumble rant creators get 100%, no more than 70% on YouTube, and tokens on Rockfin. You're absolutely right. We hear that they pay well over on Rumble. And I think we just need a few more followers on the Rumble, and then we can start getting paid, right?
Yeah,
you gotta have 100
I appreciate the exodus of people that are leaving YouTube and going over to Rumble. And I think that's a great point, Ronnie.
I do too.
And I want to take
growing.
I want to take a moment here I'm gonna take a couple minutes, Shanda. So if we have to cut something, we'll. But I want to thank everybody in the chat and everybody who follows us, because I was having a discussion with some of our friends last night, and there are so many people that we give hearts to, we reshare their posts, we promote them, everything else, and they don't give us an inch. I don't expect them to give us anything or a heart or anything, but you guys, the ones who are with us day in and day out, week in and week out, Saturday nights,
oh yeah,
you give us love, you share us out. You have our love for doing that. Although Shanda and I, we're not trying to make a living out of this. We need help, and that's the best help we can get is for you guys sharing us out and showing your love. And I don't begrudge, some of our sisters and brothers who don't, give us in kind back. I really don't, because I know a lot of them are really busy. They got a lot on their plate.
Yeah.
We're the guppies in the Shark Tank. We've said that for years. But once in a while, and I'll credit Sabrina. She gives us hearts once in a while. And of course, Convo Couch.
Yeah, Savvy's great about doing that.
But other ones that we all the time, they never give us an inch. And I give them super chats and super rays and stuff. I'd like a little love once in a while.
Yeah, Jimmy, I want some love back.
I'm not talking about him. If he had to do that, he'd have to. Yeah, it'd be insane. But you know who you are. We understand it's rough out there.
You're right.
And we understand you want to promote your own channel. We understand that. And, it's kind of against your nature to promote somebody else. But you ever heard of inclined to, give back a little bit? Think about that a little bit. Yeah,
that's networking.
Help us out, guys. 15 more people over on the Fin.
I'm so thankful that we have this community, especially now in the last week, knowing that I'm not alone, losing my mind, watching the world go up like this.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for that, and I have so much love and gratitude for all the cool heads and the peacemakers out there that are standing up against the lies and the propaganda and the censorship and the pressure and the name calling from your friends and your neighbors, and because it takes us being united for anything to ever change and stop this. And I was thinking about it today. I was like, I got to give a shout out and love to people who are standing toe to toe against this evil and calling it evil on both sides. Killing is killing.
That's priceless. Standing with the truth is always the best thing. We got a super chat over there.
The truth. We got a super Ray. Here, let me grab the super Ray. Ronnie Graham, I posted a Rumble rant on the stream. You are monetized. Oh, heck yeah. You check that out. Let's see. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Yay. Lap 66. Wish commentators would stop repeating the MSN narrative management trope. Israel, Hamas, Israel, Palestine. Yeah, I agree.
I know. They're combining them so they can disinfect their bullshit, and it's not working because people are smarter than they're giving them credit for. But unfortunately, a lot of people in the States don't want to have anything to do with it. They want to stick their head in the sand. So,
hey, it's easier to just ignore it and not know what's going on.
Kate's got a super chat over there, huh?
I got super chat. Oh, yeah. Wow, you guys are hitting us from every angle. I like it. Keep it coming. You can't make a living with my contributions. Thank you. It keeps us going. It keeps our subscriptions page. You know, we have to have so many subscriptions for all the streaming shit that we do. And hey, you keep us going.
We appreciate it. Like we said years ago when we started this, you got a couple of quarters in the ashtray. That's all, you know, if you can spare it. But if you can't, go buy yourself a carrot with it, because inflation in September, 2.2% up, one of the highest September increases in decades.
They can't even hide it anymore.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, that bullshit of inflation's down all summer. They've been cooking the books up at the White House all summer, and that just proves it to me. And besides, and the hiring report for September, they hire seasonal help in September, you idiots. What the hell are you talking about?
Always higher numbers.
336,000 more jobs. Well, they're temporary jobs, you dipshit.
We live in a big fucking clown show.
Here we go. We got our executive producer, Linda, has been at it again, and here's another yum coming from Linda.
Yum yum.
Peace sells. We've got to stop buying. October 14th. Since 1901, the Nobel Peace Prize has typically been awarded annually to those who have done the most or the best work for fraternity between nations, for the abolition or reduction of standing armies, and for the holding and promotion of peace congresses. On this date in 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. received the Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through nonviolent, peaceful protest. Exactly 30 years later, Yasser Arafat, Yitzhak Rabin, and Shimon Peres are awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their role in the establishment of the Oslo Accords and the framing of future Palestinian self-government. By including peace in the Nobel Award lineup, the Global West wants everyone to assume peace is something valued and strived for in that region of the world. But we all know the U.S. and their allies continue to arm their friends and kill their enemies. 2 of the 4 people mentioned above were assassinated for their peaceful views and actions, and the cause of death for a third is still in dispute. The awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize is just a show. Don't think for a minute that anyone handing it out is concerned with brokering peace.
Wow. Great one, Linda.
That was a good one, Linda. I know. That's probably one of the only ones I don't look back and regret. I mean, we regret Obama. We regret that, turns out they give them to
they give them out criminals. Like candy now. It's part of their scheme of propaganda. Linda, go ahead.
Well, hasn't Trump been nominated for one? Zelensky's not been nominated.
Jesus
seriously?
Christ. Yeah, that's... that whole story, you should read about why he came up with the Nobel Peace Prize, because he was an asshole is why. He had to make himself look good. So
he was trying to get some good PR.
Yeah,
so
it was a PR campaign. This. So he was not a great person, believe me.
Yeah.
Would you rather, Linda, once again?
In recognition of the autumnal exodus of creepy crawlies relocating indoors, tonight's question features the creepiest of crawlies, spiders, and snakes.
Look at that. She got the
indoors is a phone booth. Remember those?
Creepy.
Would you rather be stuck in one with 10 snakes or 10 tarantulas? In my phone booth, I choose garter snakes, since no type is specified. I'd hang out with 50 of those guys. If the snakes have to be constrictors, though, I'd rather risk it with the tarantulas, but only 10. And in your phone booth?
Well,
I'm going with the snakes. I do not do spiders. I mean, little spiders I'm okay with, but no.
Yeah, in Chinese, the spiders are cum lao gao lei. And,
you got that one down, right? Because Joey's always screaming it at you.
She had to go catch the spider last night because I wouldn't touch it. It was the size of a quarter and it was crawling up the wall. I said, honey.
You were screaming, Joey, come get the spider.
I did. I said, Joey, come get the spider. I'll handle the snakes all day long. Actually, I let Missy do that. But
Fusion's the same way. I have to deal with the spiders.
Yeah, I don't do spiders.
And this time of year, we get some big, those big wolf spiders.
Yes, that's what that one was.
The cats, they'll let me know they're in the house because the cats will just go off. Until I come do it.
Just in time for Halloween.
Spooky. I think we made it through. Let's have some fun. There's some funny stuff coming up on the deck.
And some great
Thank
music,
you guys for
too.
going through that morbid hour with us.
That was horrible. Yeah.
It was. I've had to do like 6 hours of it so far, and it sucks. Okay. This was Putin. So on the U.S. media, either they don't understand the damage that they're doing to their own country, in which case they are simply stupid, or they understand everything, in which case they are dangerous and corrupt.
Yep. There you go. There you go. I think that pretty much finishes off the kill box on the left side there. That's exactly what's going on, and there's no argument. I'm not even going to argue anymore. It's not worth arguing.
Nope.
So.
Yeah, that was freaky and creepy.
Our sister over at the Jimmy Dore show, Misha Lara, did another one of her comedy gigs, and Misha follows me, by the way, and I appreciate that, Misha. Thank you so much.
That is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So here we go.
Let me know if you have any questions about the Democratic Party. Says here you're the anti-war party. Oh, that's old. Here is a new one. Slava Ukraini. And where do you stand on civil liberties? Civil rights. We are the party of diversity and inclusion. Oh, I said civil liberties. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Psst. Hi. You looking for free speech? Come over here.
I like her
Republican Party?
Yeah.
On our watch,
her hair.
you can go on X and question or criticize anything you want, be it Fauci or Biden and the Democrats or even Fauci you could do too, even. Sounds limited. Limited government's what we stand for. We don't believe in robbing Peter to pay Paul. Your money is your money. And we stand for just a tiny little bitty government. Just a small little, itty bitty tiny little, puny little tiny government. You can count on it. But this says you'd like to increase defense spending. That's right. Gotta stay on top. Gotta stay at the tippity top. And when you're at the tippity top, you gotta watch your back. You gotta give the world democracy. You gotta stay on top. Gotta watch your back. China. You know, I think I'm good. I'm going to go check out another party. But this is the most important election of our time. Come with us if you'd like to terminate your babies.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
That was well done, Misha. Well done.
Pretty funny.
Very funny.
Itty bitty little tiny baby.
Now, you caught the cosplay queen doing what?
This is Fartgate. So with everything that was going on in the world, Fartgate kind of just flew under the radar. So AOC put one of her, infamous TikToks out there, and she sounds like she rips ass halfway through it. And some people thermal candle, turned the camera to thermal, and kind of looks like she.
Oh my
ripped one.
God! I haven't even watched this.
In the names of victims who do not want their tragedy used to justify.
You might have to run it again.
I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. If it was Pelosi,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still funny. I don't care if it's real or not. It's hilarious.
If it was Pelosi or if it was the View ladies, I would. But this is funny.
In the names of victims who do not want their tragedy used to justify.
It's funny, Shanda. That's all I see when I look at anybody from Congress speaking is they're farting and
that's funny. But, Fartgate didn't go unheard by some. Eric Sewell, he had to comment on it.
Oh, he did? He commented on this?
Oh, yes. This is AOC alleged pollution.
After reviewing the original AOC fart video, I've concluded that it is authentic. Look, we all know I'm the most reliable expert on this matter, and my word is as good as fact. She farted on video, and it wasn't even live video. She could have edited it out, but she treated it like a silent but deadly and acted like nothing happened.
That was a revoice.
You guys think it's funny.
That was a revoice.
None of that's real.
None of that's real.
None of that's real, but it's funny, isn't it? Come on, we needed a good laugh. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I so needed to laugh."
Yeah, the only time I laugh is when I do it, so that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this
no
was a shit
surprise.
show.
No surprise. Are you shocked, Shanda? There you go.
I'm not. So RFK Jr.'s campaign manager, Dennis Kucinich, resigns. And, my friend was in the big meeting this morning, and she's texting me the whole time, and she's asking him the hard questions because I'm sending her the questions to ask about Palestine and his stance and his money he's taken from AIPAC. And she's hitting him hard at the same time that they're just going off about why did Dennis leave, and they wouldn't answer it. None of the staffer bigwigs would answer why Dennis resigned, and a lot of speculation out there.
Well,
what do you think?
I know why he resigned, because last week when RFK went on his tirade about Hamas, I sent him a direct message to his campaign, and I said, by the way, tell Dennis Kucinich he's not doing very good for his legacy, supporting this bullshit coming out of your pie hole. So, and that's when I blocked RFK Jr. on Twitter. I thought,
there's a lot of blocking going around, I've noticed.
I don't normally block, but this guy, I'm so done with him, I can't tell you. I mean, and Pasta's done that too. So, and
oh yeah.
So, but you still got some out there. Lori, he's still supporting him. So whatever, Lori, good luck with that. You brought Chanky Uger here.
Well, he's running for president. He announced he's running for president
of what? President of what? He was born in Istanbul. He can't.
I know.
What the hell?
When the first I saw that, everybody's talking about, I'm like, he can't run for president. He wasn't born here. Yeah. Like, oh, he can run for president. Just money grab, book tour. What the fuck is this? Attention seeking? He's a narcissist who wants attention.
Oh, yeah. When he stepped out from the curtain and started pointing at everybody when he made his announcement, I just about went, the guy's terrible. Absolutely terrible. What's Fetterman up to?
Yeah, and he's using Act Blue. I know,
yeah, Act Blue. That's a real telling thing there, Jax. Act Blue. Yeah, way to go, man.
Well, just like Nina Turner and her new thing she kicked off this week. Hello, somebody.
Yeah, Jesus.
Ripped
Christ.
off Shama's on strike.
Oh my God, it's terrible out there. There's no talk about original thinking. Here we go. Now, is this clone of Fetterman number 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, Fetterman made the late night talk show rounds this week, and this is what he had to say.
And let me say, I hope many of our colleagues agree the Chinese government and other U.S. adversaries should own zero agricultural land in our country. I believe that. I mean, they're taking back our pandas. We should take back all of their farmland.
What?
Unintentionally.
What?
Unintentionally based.
They're taking all of our pandas?
He goes, because he's head of the Farm Bill Act, right? And I've been following this shit for like almost a year now, whenever they handed it to him. And he goes, yeah, we shouldn't allow China to own any farmland because they're taking our pandas back.
I think he read his script wrong.
I don't know.
That poor guy, he needs to resign. Well,
no, instead they put him up with this asshole, Colbert.
Oh my God. On Colbert.
I think this is a United Spot spoofing it, but he went on it. He said some stupid shit.
Honestly, and that looks like clone number 2 right there. Colbert is probably another one of the biggest sellouts that I can't stand.
Oh my gosh, and I had friends that just worship him. Oh my God, he's the funniest thing ever. They have to rush home every night to watch Colbert and get their opinion. That's
asshole.
where they base their opinion on whatever Colbert is saying.
All right, here we go. United Spot.
United Spot.
You all should need to know that America is not sending their best and brightest, to Washington, D.C. Yes. Like, sometimes you literally just can't believe, these people are making the decisions that are, determining the government here. It's actually scary.
Me change diapers?
Yeah, you change me, I change you.
Me change me?
No, you change you, me change Wait a minute. I change me, you change how the hell
we
with
go
it?
poopies now.
Yeah, me too.
Lunchtime?
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
Me have ice cream?
You can't have my ice cream.
Oh, I want ice cream.
This is my ice cream. I said no. Hey, La Bamba?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, what do you want? Well, me and John over here, we were wondering, well, I mean, actually, we were thinking.
Well, spit it out.
Well, maybe you should explain it, John.
Well, in my automobile.
No. Tell them what we were talking about in the fort.
Oh, we make rocket ships. You want to make a rocket ship?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
That's terrible. Pelosi and Obama are sharing a bed together. These guys are brutal, man.
I'm kind of moving some stuff around to cut for time because I want us to make it down to the rock files. So
okay. So this one, I put this one in. I don't you love that meme? It shows the businessman with the money and the oil and the cracked dirt.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah, that's what you
Quest
get.
for money.
And then you got NATO and all the dead bodies: Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Yugoslavia, Somalia, Libya, Syria, and Palestine. So yeah, that's what you get, guys. That's what
Well, that's the same list that Wesley Clark came out with, I don't know, 10 years ago and said these are the ones they're going after. Same ones and same order.
Yeah, I hosted a party with Wesley Clark back in the day. Back in 2008, I had him at my house. It was very interesting. Although we just
Junior or senior?
The Wesley Clark, the general.
Oh, the junior or the senior? Yeah, it must have been junior.
Yeah,
it was that long ago. Right?
Yeah, it was General Wesley Clark. He was against the Iraq thing. So yeah, he was up there with Darcy Bruner at my place, and it was a good meeting. Although I disagreed with him vehemently on Vietnam, and I made my case, and he wouldn't concede. And I said, "Well, you're a general, you should know, but I'll tell you." The reason why we went into Vietnam is the same reason we go into every other country, is to take their shit, their rubber, their oil, their minerals, everything else. And he's, he wouldn't do it. But it was a polite conversation.
Their heroin.
I'll stand up to anybody. I don't care if it's the general or the president of the United States.
I know you will. And that's what I love about you.
Can't stand it. Do you ever look at stuff and wonder how it got there? Well, there's Vanessa there. Jesus Christ. That's just,
how'd she get there?
I don't know. How did she get there? So we've got...
we had a shakeup in New Zealand today. We'll talk about it on Monday on my show.
Oh,
but
please do.
They're done with the Jacinda party.
Oh, thank God. Jacinda. She needs to go away. She needs to go write a book or something. What is this? Climate defense.
Oh, she's going to rule the world. She's the young global leader. This is Pete Buttigieg. He got attacked by Climate Defense Performance Theater. Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah, they did some theater this week. Breaking, we just chased Secretary Pete Buttigieg off the stage at a Meyerhoff Symphony.
Oh, is this a video? Oh, let me
yeah, there's a little video in it, but I think this is all scripted BS.
End fossil fuels, Pete! End fossil fuels! End fossil fuels! Stop entropy! Stop entropy!
I agree, it's probably scripted.
Your DOT just approved the Seaport Oil Terminal, a project that will have 80 coal plants worth of greenhouse gas emissions and will worsen air quality in areas that already live in cancer clusters. This is about environmental racism, and it's about
Can
the
I stop it?
impacts this project will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the point, and I think it is scripted, Shanda.
Oh, hell yeah, it's scripted. Apparently, these kids never want to travel when they get older.
Yeah.
How the hell are they even going to get to the fucking McDonald's or the Starbucks to pick up their drinks?
Well, there's other energy ways to do this, and they're just not letting it go because they want to squeeze every drop of whatever resource we have and profit off of it. So we've got Dylan Mulvaney made the news. He wins, or they win, or she wins. She wins. Dylan Mulvaney Women of the Year Award, and it's from Newsweek, of course.
That doesn't take away from, the plight of women in our fight for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking years. Not at all. And yeah, Dylan, she got her first kiss too. So, it's a good week.
I'm gonna skip.
Why is that news? I mean, it shouldn't be news, but it is. News. That's where we live.
News. This should have probably gone upstairs. Blinken up there.
I didn't catch it. Sorry.
It's okay. But Breonna Joy Gray says decapitated baby lie and lies about rape. It was also all to establish some moral distinction between the pile of bodies killed by Israel and the pile of bodies killed by Hamas. Neither Hamas nor Israel respects international law. But this is the shell game played to justify. And honest to God, when have we followed international law as a country? We haven't.
We don't. We never Never. We won't sign that shit.
No,
we don't sign that shit.
International law.
We don't want to get called out on it.
Yeah. Is this another environmental?
This was the eclipse today.
Oh, the eclipse.
Did you see the eclipse? Did you guys see the eclipse?
I didn't see the eclipse.
I did. I blinded my fucking self looking at it.
Occur on Saturday,
You don't have to play
14th.
all of it. Just play a second of it.
These types of events usually occur every 1 or 2 years in some region of the world.
Well, this is an animation anyway, so.
Yeah, no, it was called the Ring of Fire, and it crossed from Texas kind of up to Oregon this morning. And some say it was biblical with everything that's going on. I don't know if that's weird or not. We've got this was a lunar eclipse. I'm sorry, it was a lunar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse next month. In a couple more weeks. And this was the last lunar eclipse we'll see in the next 20 years. So I know we've had a couple of them in the last few years, but no more.
I'm thinking I won't be around for that one. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the next one. I don't know. But I pulled the Trump first thing this morning. I walked out and looked, and it was so bright. I looked through the window and it got me like,
oh, wow. Take it easy, man. Screens are bad enough.
Still seeing spots.
This is Shanda giving us a public service announcement.
Free your mind.
Free your mind. Please free your mind, because guess who owns most of the media in this country? Or all of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I put in a now and then this week, or then and now. Then it was Timmy and Lassie. Now it's Ranger, whatever his name,
terrible.
and the Boston Dynamics killer bot dog. So
that's so bad.
It is bad. It's
bad.
horrible. That's where we're at these days.
Your spot.
I want to go back and do it again. And
Lassie doesn't go and find mom and dad to save you when Timmy falls in the well. Lassie just puts a bullet in your head because you're slowing him down.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I cried when Corey Stewart died in the fire. That was terrible. That shook my world. I was a Lassie lover when I was a kid.
That is still sad.
It was awful. Now, how should spaghetti be served, Shanda? You put this one in here.
Well, this is the real question, the shit that we should be arguing about, right? Do you bake it and put cheese on it, or do you mix it all in one pan, or do you serve it in separate containers?
C for me.
I make it C. Sometimes I'll make it B, and sometimes when I'm feeling fancy, I make it A.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can't have A anymore, by the way. Shanda and I are doing great on our healthy
I miss
eating.
Cheese, I miss you most of all.
Can't have it. And for those of us who have fatty liver disease, which is really bad because of all the poison food and all the fats and shit and processed food in our diet, can't have cheese, sugar, anything carbs. So don't do it, guys. You'll live longer.
I've been being good, though.
You brought this?
They printed 8 trillion, gave you 1,400, and sent the rest to their friends and left you with inflation. Oh, but it's true. What would you do in this situation? I thought this map was very fucking telling. What would you do? Like that's the reality of it, right?
I'd move to Iceland.
Hey, but we're in Washington, so we're still good.
Yeah, well, we're still good. We're still good. One of the highest, highly, and believe me, I'm not conservative or Democrat, Republican, whatever, but we have the highest tax structure, shittiest tax structure in the country. It's horrible.
We do.
It's horrible here.
Bleed me, please. Let me give you more.
Yeah, more. Here's more. Leave me alone. God, I don't remember David Lee Roth looking like this. I guess he's 69, so it doesn't count.
Happy birthday to the frontmen of Van Halen. Both had birthdays this week. So, of course, you got Sammy Hagar, 76 years old, October 13th. And David Lee Roth is 69, October 10th. Let's see. Sammy Hagar was a frontman from 1985 to 1995. David Lee, of course, was 1974 to 1985.
God, I saw Van Halen on their first tour when they were coming.
So everybody is somebody, right? This is like mayonnaise mustard type of argument here. I got to say, I'm more of a David Lee Roth fan than I am of Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, they used to call it Van Hagar, but I was David Lee Roth.
Van Hagar.
I saw them. Van Halen opened up for Black Sabbath. And Van Halen got a standing ovation the whole time. And when Black Sabbath came on, everybody sat down. So, sorry. Sorry.
That's the way all of Ozzy, they still do that to this day. Every Ozfest I've ever gone to, as soon as Ozzy hits the stage, 1 or 2 songs in, I'm like, I'm fucking out of here.
You brought Bidenomics.
Biden went to Philly and he fell on his face a couple of times.
Again.
Ow.
President Biden does not fall.
Put your coat on, Joe. No, arms right there, right there.
To be fair, these are old shots, but the beat goes on with him falling.
Oh, he always falls.
He always falls. He's the faller in chief. I gotta say.
I'm surprised he hasn't broke a hip or some shit.
Oh God, please don't break a hip. I'm sure that's connected to his brain too. I am pleased to present this one this week, Shanda. Most people seem to like what we did last week, and I need to
Rock Chronicles.
Yeah, Rock Chronicles, Riffs and Revelations. I got the audio fixed. It was okay last week, but this week it should be great. So nice. This is the Central Pennsylvania Youth Band, all-star band, and they're going to do Baba O'Reilly. And this was after you told me you weren't the biggest Who fan on your show on Monday.
No, I like Baba O'Reilly.
Yeah,
I do.
Was good.
You guys caught me putting my hip cream on. I'm telling you, if you have shoulder pain, you have to get some hip cream.
Does that have like methanol in it?
Yeah, but it's got THC in it, so.
DC, President Magoo is at it again. Yes, DC, President Magoo is at it again.
Oops, he did it again.
Oops, he did it again. So, in keeping with the with the Rock Chronicles, AI Shanda and AI Oz gives you a little breakdown on these kids. And they are fantastic. Not Shanda. Well, AI Shanda is fantastic. Not so much Oz, but these kids are great. So check this out. Did that this week. Let me know if you guys are still liking these things, and we'll keep doing them.
Shoulders automatically feel better.
The Central Pennsylvania Youth All-Star Band is a dynamic and talented group of young musicians hailing from the heart of Pennsylvania. This ensemble has quickly become a shining beacon of musical excellence in the region.
Exceptionally gifted instrumentalists and vocalists from various schools and communities throughout central Pennsylvania, this youth band showcases the incredible talent and dedication of its members. Their passion for music knows no bounds, and their commitment to honing their craft is truly remarkable.
Under the guidance of their dedicated music educators and conductors, the Central Pennsylvania Youth All-Star Band has consistently delivered electrifying performances that captivate audiences and leave a lasting impression. Their repertoire spans a wide range of musical genres, from classical to contemporary, showcasing their versatility, impressive adaptability as talented artisans and musicians.
Beyond their exceptional musical talents, the members of this ensemble embody the values of teamwork, discipline, and a strong work ethic. They serve as inspiring role models for aspiring musicians in the region, demonstrating the transformative power of music in the lives of young people.
The Central Pennsylvania Youth All-Star Band is a testament to the rich musical tradition and vibrant arts community of Central Pennsylvania. Their performances continue to enchant
looping,
and
or am I
inspire
tripping?
audiences,
You're tripping.
ensuring that the future of music in the region remains bright and promising.
That wasn't too bad, was it? AI Shanda, you did a great job.
I think AI Shanda bumped her head, though. I think she was saying the same shit over and over.
It sounded, it's the pacing of that. But those are fun. Okay. Those are fun. Now, without further ado,
more stoned than I am.
You're going to see why I think these kids are so fantastic right now. So here we go. The Central Pennsylvania Youth All-Star.
I know, they're a little unsettling.
They are great. They are fan-frickin-tastic. All right, shut up, Oz. Start the show. Here we go. Did they get that done or didn't they?
Wow, those were impressive kids. Yes, they were.
Yeah, they got it done. We hope you guys like that. I can't tell you.
Good find. You're killing it with the covers. You're finding excellent covers.
I'm trying, and I think, like I said, I think you guys are going to love the outro tonight. It's fantastic. Anyway,
I love it.
Shitlib Book Club recommendations this week. Skippy, the stripper pole. Skippy and the stripper pole. The Life and Israel Times by Anthony Bacon. And then we have Vampires Never Get Old, Tales with a Fresh Bite, and that's by Ursula von der Leyen. So are those...
I'm going to call him Skippy from here on out.
Skippy, yeah, I think that works for me too. I've got to say, I just Blinken. I can't say enough disgust with Blinken. He is probably one of the worst people in the world. So yeah, it was.
We got a Rumble rant. I want to shout out. Laugh 66 says Palestine are an impressed people with the legal right to take up arms to fight for their basic human rights. Thank you so much. And it looks like you dropped us a link. I will get to the link when we're done.
Yes, we will. We have got, is this the last United spot? And then we're going to start heading out, right?
Well, we have a cream of bullshit still. We have Stoner Corner and we have Holly Weird. So we can skip this. You guys can go to United Spot and watch them. They haven't been putting out anything too phenomenal this week. But
so we got cream of bullshit then, right?
This is CNN's cream of bullshit. And of course, we still don't have a Speaker of the House.
I thought we
forget about that.
Did they pick Jordan today? I don't know. Here we go. Let's see.
One step closer.
Breaking news where Republicans who are trying to elect a new House Speaker, but really are having quite a difficult time, just tallied the votes of a second.
By the way,
secret
fuck off,
ballot.
Jay.
Yeah, I was going to say it's difficult as him. What? Fucking telling the truth?
Yeah, not good news for Jim Jordan.
Not
here.
good news.
He had hoped to get 217 votes to try to show that he can actually get the support to be the next Speaker of the House. He was short of that. In fact, we were told that the vote was 152 to 55. He basically, the second question here was how many people would actually vote for him on the floor. He lost 55 votes. I'm going to ask Congressman Kevin Hern here right now. Oh, here's the Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, can Jim Jordan continue to run here?
Yes.
But he only got 152 votes.
Yeah, but he'll get there. I don't
matter.
See a problem.
I got 16.
I think that people have been here a long time. We've now elected a speaker designee. I think people can go home, be with their family, come back, and he can be able to talk to those that doesn't. And I think we'll be able to get there.
What makes you so
bribe
confident?
those that we need to support us.
What is he going to have to do?
Absolutely.
I've been through this
That's
many
how
times.
it works.
I see where we're at. I see where the conference is. I mean. Steve only had 110. 155 is a lot more than 110. Steve he thought he was going to start 150. That's why I thought that had a challenge. So he's in a much stronger position. Look, I came in. What did I have? 180 some. We had struggles. 88. So
we had struggles.
I think that was more than
a lot of struggles.
What did Paul have? Paul had a little less than that or something. Pelosi had less around time. So I see it coming to fruition.
Why do you think members have so many reservations? 55 members have so many reservations of Jim Jordan right now.
I don't know so much of it as Jim Jordan as it is maybe with the 8 who 4% caused this whole problem and all the Democrats. I think that's more than
people just don't feel like they should have new leadership. That's why.
Well, I don't think about new leadership. I just think they saw 8 people work with all the Democrats to disrupt the country, and I think that's a real problem that people have.
Well, how do you get past that? How do you get past that?
It's all about Matt's coming after him.
Get the crying towels out. Give him some.
Yeah, he's fucking crying, right? He's like, oh, it don't matter. It took me 16 times to get there.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
A lot of people are pissed because, Jim's kind of close to Trump, so.
Well, whatever you get you done. What is this?
They'll get their bribes done. Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
These are TikTok tips. Don't do TikTok tips.
Bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk.
What the hell is that? Ew.
Ew. Yeah, I don't advise that. Please do not use female personal hygiene products to soak up your taco meat fat.
Well, it's like a brawny towel, right?
I guess it keeps absorbing, right? Super absorbent, man. Stoner Corner. We made it. So sleep in too late, hungry, but late for work. Try an iced coffee and several bong rips. You certainly will not regret a large iced coffee and several bong rips. And when someone asks me why I'm stoned at noon, because I'm an adult.
Yeah, that's how it works, guys. Then you got old Jimmy down there. I'm going to turn that into a GIF.
You do whatever you want with that. Reef gave it to me.
That's great. I'm going to make that into a GIF so I don't have to start it every time. And we're in the roundup. We're getting out of here. I want to say happy fuck you to all of you assholes in Hollywood who are supporting Israel and calling Hamas all these names.
Oh my gosh.
And speaking of that, we have this one, which is Michael Douglas. And this is from our brother Johnny Graz over there. Gotta say, I really appreciate them voluntarily compiling a list of the genocidal maniacs in Hollywood. Examples like this are why I'm against banning hate speech. I'm much more comfortable knowing exactly who these people are. The Hill, more than 700 actors and Hollywood executives, including Michael Douglas and Amy Schumer, are adding their signatures to an open letter condemning Hamas for barbaric acts of terrorism in Israel that they say must be called out everywhere. Shanda, what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I agree with Johnny. I'm glad they made a list because fuck those 700. And we say that. That's why we have this section in here, this segment. Fuck Hollywood. Go fuck yourselves. Like,
yeah,
who the hell are they?
And they're ruining movies for me. I just can't unsee these things when they say these things.
Know.
But here's a few on the list. Mark Hamill, of course, Liev Schreiber, Deborah Messing, that's your favorite, Ryan Murphy, Gal Gadot, Jamie Lee Curtis. Boy, Jamie Lee Curtis has been just fucking up this week.
Oh, she's been fucking terrible this week.
Yeah, Miriam Bollock, previously a Jeopardy host, and Ziggy Marley, and Bella Thorne, who is going through husbands like
Jeremy frickin' Piven. That one's not shocking.
That's not shocking either. These are Zionist Hollywood actors, and I don't know.
They're probably dual citizens. They do that. They give all of the politicians and all of Hollywood dual citizenship, so that way they're compelled to support Israel.
Well, if they don't do it, then they get in trouble. So I don't know what kind of pressure and everything else. But
oh yeah, you'll get like red listed, back in the day, McCarthy days. Like you won't work again. That type of shit.
A lot of these they gladly signed on to it, so they can go to
Bella
hell.
Thorne is crazy hot. Bella Thorne's just crazy, honey.
I liked it when she was selling those yogurt sticks. I thought she was innocent back then. But I bet
she was so innocent back then.
She's another Nickelodeon or Disney girl that they probably
had what they did to those poor kids. I've covered it lots.
Yeah, this is anyway. You brought this.
Of course, Christopher Columbus Day was this week to the disgusting places that are still celebrating it, and replace all Christopher Columbus statues with a far more deserving Italian, and that would be Marissa Tomei.
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm sure she's on that list too.
Her biological clock is ticking like ours is too, and hey.
Oh, she's looking good at her age.
She is. She really is. I fell in love with her and my cousin Vinny, like most of the country. But that was great. We have to, I brought, we don't bring everybody that passes away of note, but we did. I had to bring Piper Laurie because Piper Laurie was one of the actresses back in the day when I was a kid.
I didn't know she passed.
She passed away today. She was 91.
Oh.
And she was born in 1932. I believe. Is the math right on that? But she passed away, and she starred in several movies.
Many good movies. I loved her. When I was a kid, she was in Dream a Little Dream. I loved that movie.
I honestly, I say this without checking completely, but my impression is she was a good one. I think she was, and I'm going to remember her as being a good one. And but passing away, hate to see you go, Piper Laurie. Loved it. Anyway, Shanda, you got some announcements before we get the hell out of here?
Well, I want to make sure that I am not missing anybody's chat. So let me check all these chats. How we doing? Okay. We got one more. Freethinker 59. Thank you for the super ray over on the Rockfin. Thank you for all you do, Oz and Shanda. Thank you.
Thank you. We
appreciate it.
Like we said earlier, we love you guys. We appreciate you. And I can't tell you enough. And Jax, these motherfuckers are ruining cinema and TV for me. Yes, they are ruining it for us too.
I know.
They're ruining it for us too. And it's just really
got to go back
crazy.
to reading good books.
So what do you got coming Monday?
Monday, I got a show Monday. I got a doctor's appointment Monday. I've been sick all week. I had a terrible week. So I'm hoping I get to the doctor Monday and we can start maybe feeling better. And I'm just going to be on my regular schedule.
Well, the diet's going to weaken you a little bit, but it's well worth it. Believe me. I've got fatty liver disease and I'm dealing with it. Don't want it to turn into sclerosis. I am not a drinker. It's from high fat. It's called in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I don't know what the acronym is for that, but I'm working on it. I feel better with every piece of cheese I don't eat.
Our diet's so terrible. I know our diet is so terrible in America.
Processed food, fats, everything else.
Processed foods, fats.
And a huge swath of America has fatty liver disease, Shanda, and they don't even know of it. They don't know.
I love me a good chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard.
I can't eat that
hard.
shit, so I'm done.
I know.
Thanks for the memories. So you've got Monday and Wednesday this week, right?
Yep.
And we had a movie night last Thursday night that was a lot of fun, and we've got some T-shirts on order or being ordered Monday for the winners of that, and we really appreciate your support. We're going to do a music appreciation show a week from this Thursday. It's going to be... Yeah, we're going to try and keep it under 3 hours because that just nukes Shanda and I, and we love doing the movies together. But we're going to switch it up a little bit. But that should be fun. But we're going to talk about how we're going to format that on Tuesday and this week, and we'll have it figured out by a week from Thursday. And then next week, Beauty and the Boomer, 1 week before Halloween. How are they going to get?
I worked on my costume today. I'm so excited. I cannot freaking wait. It's going to be good.
Yeah, I've got to figure out. Am I going to go with what we discussed, or am I going to come up with something different? I don't know. It's got to be. This
I had to kind of change route too.
Yeah,
I did too.
Well,
but
good. Well, it gives me a little flexibility. So we've got another SFT. Yeah, thanks, and Trailer Oz and Free Assange. Absolutely.
Free Assange.
Thank you.
Assange warned us. He told us about all of this. We knew it was coming.
Jax Page, thank you for the great show and much love to the chat. Thank you, Jax, and much love to you. We really appreciate that. We love our chatters. And we can't wait till next week. How do they get a hold of us to become a live audience on Halloween or on the 28th of October for our Halloween show?
Yeah, if you want to dress up and come hang out in the green room while we do the show, just email beautyandtheboomerafterdark@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's it. So just
say, hey, I'm going to be in costume. I want to hang out. And I will set you up and you'll get a link, at showtime, at green room time, because we'll bring you in early. And then you can stay in the green room while we do the show, or you can bounce, whatever you want to do. But we'll put you on screen and take your picture.
Anyway, thank you, Shanda. You look great tonight. And thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Oh, my curls fell out.
No secret show tonight, so just remember that. Check out our sisters and brothers over at INN. They're reporting news that you don't get in the news. We appreciate that. Reef, Warren, Colin, and Mad Crab and everybody else over there at INN.
Who have you found yourself listening to and watching the most the last week?
Me?
Yeah.
Other than Pasta and Jimmy, I've listened a little more of Brianna Joy Gray and Sabrina, but not that much. I'm cutting down all the shows I listen to because of my health. I've got to get out of the chair more. So I try and keep an earbud in, but I've been listening to Redacted. They were off all week. Or they got booted off of YouTube. I'm not sure. I need to find out.
I know. So many are being booted off of YouTube. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, this is our closer for tonight. We hope it's got a little Robert Plant and a little police in it.
I love the Robert Plant. Yeah, it's so good.
It's great. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. It's
good
been
night,
fun.
everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hopefully we'll be a little bit more upbeat next week. But who knows with the shit shows that's going on. Have a great one. Have a great one. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Richie Medhurst definitely been doing more
Richie.
Richie.
Yeah, Richie. Listen to Richie a lot. Let me see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I got to hit start, right? Here we go.
Start.
Start. Say it again. Start.
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 Start your engines.